The Eighth Circuit BAP handed down a decision on October 16 that gives much food for thought. The BAP decision was a development or expansion on Clark versus Ramaker, handed down by the Supreme Court in 2014. In the Clark case, Justice Sotomayor, writing for the Supreme Court, held that an inherited IRA is not exempt property, although, frankly, an inherited IRA seems to fall within one or more of the categories of assets that are exempt under Section 522 of the Bankruptcy Code. The Clark case struck me as one of those in the Supreme Court where they chose not to follow the plain meaning doctrine because in that circumstance it didn't suit the result that they wanted. In any event, the case in the Eighth Circuit BAP was a little bit different. It was not an inherited IRA. Instead, a man, as part of a marital property settlement with his former wife, received the former wife's IRA and 401k. The Eighth Circuit BAP held very clearly that under Clark versus Ramaker, the IRAs received from the wife as well as the 401k were not exempt property. As I read the Eighth Circuit BAP opinion, they are really saying that unless you created the retirement accounts with your own money, you cannot exempt them in bankruptcy. As I said, that decision leaves much food for thought because see what the result would be in a slightly different circumstance. Let's say that the bankrupt spouse was a non-working spouse and therefore could not have created an IRA or a 401k with his or her own money. If that non-working spouse is in bankruptcy, the IRA would disappear. Likewise, it also strikes me that the BAP opinion means that if you are a surviving spouse and go bankrupt, you also lose the IRA because your deceased spouse is the one who created the IRA with his or her own money and you did. Well, in any event, we'll have to wait and see if this decision goes up to the Eighth Circuit or if it's litigated again elsewhere. In any event, I'm not so sure that the result reached by the Eighth Circuit BAP is a decision that absolutely everybody is going to follow. You can read more about that decision and see a link to the BAP's opinion in full text by reading my column, Rochelle's Daily Wire, on the website of the American Bankruptcy Institute on Friday, the 19th of October. Until this time next week, this is Bill Rochelle, ABI's Editor-at-Large, saying good day, be well, and don't work too hard.